Hey, this is Craig with S&B Filters. Today we're going to be doing an install on a 04 to 05 Chevy LLY Duramax. This is kind of just a layout of the kit. Huge intake tube all the way to the turbo inlet. Big airbox, clear lid, huge air filter. Let's get started. All right, we're going to start by loosening the hose clamp on the turbo inlet. Then we'll loosen this other hose clamp to the airbox and then remove the OE tube. We're going to disconnect the MAF sensor, push down on this tab here, slide the connector off. Alright, next we're going to remove the OE airbox. There's a couple grommets on the bottom, just lift up. Okay, we're going to remove the OE airbox tray. There's 4 10mm bolts. Actually 5. Okay, next we're going to start prepping the S&B airbox. We're going to put the tube seal in. There's some letters. Those will be part number on the inside. So it should look smooth on the outside like that. We're going to install our fender seal. All right, next we're going to remove the MAF sensor from the OE airbox. We supply you with a security Torx bit. So okay, now we're going to transfer the MAF sensor to the S&B tube. You want to make sure that the connector is facing away from the logo like this. So we'll put our adapter on the sensor. Put our gasket on and then install facing away from the S&B logo. Okay, so this port here, if your truck has a filter minder, we supply you with a grommet to replace the filter minder. If not, like this one doesn't have it, so we have a plug here. We're going to plug this hole. You can reach inside, make sure it's locked in. Okay, so we supply an optional airbox plug for the lower opening. This is just a preference. If you live in a hot climate and you want true cold air, you want to plug this. If you want more air, you take the plug out. And since the opening of the airbox is towards the fender, we're going to want to remove this foil piece here. So the truck had a rubber piece material over these two openings. We scraped that off, exposing these two openings to get airflow through the fender into the airbox. Okay, we're going to secure the airbox to the trim here. We're going to go this screw here, and then there's one towards under here towards the fender. started and tighten them down 10 mil. All right, this bolt back in here, you want to use a wrench and tighten this one down. It won't be able to get a socket on it. All right, so this truck's lifted and it's got a big opening on the bottom. We're going to put the box plug in, keep some of the dirt out. Okay, we're going to install the air filter into the air box. Okay, next we're going to install the coupler onto the mouthpiece. This truck has a S&B, larger mouthpiece, but it's the same location. Get our clamps into position. Next we'll take the intake tube, slide it into the inlet of the air box and the other end of the coupler. Probably tight. Okay, before we tighten the clamps here, we're going to tighten the hose clamp at the filter onto the tube. Make sure that's nice and tight. Okay, we're going to tighten the hose clamp onto the tube. Take the hose clamp, make sure it's pushed onto the mouthpiece. Tighten this down. All right, we're going to remove the protective film from the clear lid. Install the snap-in seal. Take the assembly and just snap it all the way around. Next, we're going to reconnect the MAF sensor. All right, we just finished the install on this LLY Duramax. You can see here, big straight tube all the way to the air filter, clear lid, really easy install. Give us a call if you have any questions.